What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? It's your guy G, the number one Cowboy fan, Hampton, coming at you live, direct, and correct with some Mo news. That's right, I said Mo news, MO news that you can use. And here we are, Saturday sit down with your guy G, the number one Cowboy fan, Hampton. Give it up. Whew, man, oh man, oh man, here we are. It's the weekend, baby. Give it up. I don't know what the weather's like where you are, but where we are, it is raining and it is chilly. So, with that being said, it makes one of those days a little slow. I also got it. I know I don't have football junkie on here today, but his Longview Lobos are moving on to the championship, state championship, as well as my North Crowley Panthers. Yeah, we faced the Duncanville boys over there. What are they, Duncanville Panthers? I don't know what they are, Duncanville. So this should be a good game now. They got us last year, so it's going to be something to see this year. So, yeah, we kick off is at 3 o'clock. So anyway, hope everybody's doing great today. As you see the title there, it says Rico makes major moves. Yeah, I know, yeah, that's Rico Dowdle. I should have put Dowdle in there, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Rico Dowdle makes major moves. So let's give it up for Rico Dowdle. Before we get started, I'd like to say thank you to all the subscribers and all those that follow us on this channel. I know it's been hard. It's really been hard trying to listen to what's going on with the Cowboys because we all are in this funk. We are all in the funk right now, and it's well deserved. I mean, it's again, the air basically has been taken out of the Cowboy fans. And with that being said, it's hard. It's hard listening to anything from Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, and the Cowboys organization. And now we ask the question, what are we playing for? We have 4 games left, and we're asking the question: are we playing for a draft pick, or are we still trying to win? Personally, I think we should just play for the draft pick now. That's where we are. Um, the road to the playoff has become that much steeper for the Dallas Cowboys. But yeah, that's why I have to get on here and I have to share some things that you may not be aware of, or something with some substance that we can probably carry with us and kind of look forward to as the season continues, and also as we get ready to near the season. Yeah. So again, guys, thank y'all, man, for you guys coming through and hanging out with us, and sharing your thoughts and showing your support to the Cowboy Huddle podcast. We really appreciate it. So with that being said, let's get right on into it. So this was reported by ESPN Todd Archer. I like I said, I go and I find some good stories that I might take and share with you guys. But Todd Archer basically put this story out there, and I think it was something that was something that needed to be shared. So Todd Archer wrote, he titled it "Rico Dowdle is chasing 1,000 yard, a bright spot for the Cowboys." This is the major move, Rico Dowdle. So, basically, what it says here, Todd Archer had to say is the words 1,000 and yards were never formed into a full question before Dallas Cowboy running back Rico Dowdle answered. 269. Dowdle said, "Yep, 269. That's how many yards Dowdle needs in the Cowboys' final 4 games to reach 1,000 yards." Give it up. In a season full of team disappointment with a 5-8 record and playoff talk dismissed the way Jim Mora dismissed it so many years ago, playoffs, an individual milestone, is still in play for Dowdle. How much does he want to reach that mark? Well, Dowdle said, I definitely want it. He said, definitely, I'm trying to do it. That'd be nice to get my first 1,000 yard season. Definitely want to do it. It's out there, so trying to. Give it up for Rico. You know, can you imagine? Can you imagine if Rico was our starter from day one? We would probably already be at 1,000 yard with Rico. As my buddy Jeff said, he said it took 10 games before we realized that Rico was a starter. 10 games. This young man could have had 1,000 yards by now. I know Rico Dowdle is not a home name, it's not a household name. We're not used to hearing Rico Dowdle. We was listening to more of Ezekiel Elliott, Dalvin Cook, even Deuce Vaughn. We actually put Deuce Vaughn ahead of Rico Dowdle. Now, I don't know who came up with the idea of not being able to spot talent through the evaluation of training camp, OTAs, and things like that. I don't know what took place that took so long to give this young man a chance to be the number one starter. Now, again, we're on the outside looking in. We don't know who's making this call. We don't know if it's his running back coach. We don't know if it's the offensive coordinator. We don't know if it's the head coach. We don't know if it's the general manager. We don't know if it's the owner. We don't even know if it's the vice president. We don't know who made the call to do this running back by committee. Personally, I've always said that, Mike Parson, I mean, not Mike Parson, Mike McCarthy is one that just does not stick to the running game. And we noticed that when he was coaching with the Green Bay, he had a receiver as a running back. That's how much emphasis he put in his running game. Was James Jones, I believe is his name. I can't remember who it was, but he was a receiver that played running back. I mean, he did good, but you would think a coach would take out time and bring someone in that specialized in being a running back. But that's neither here or there. But yeah, just imagine, guys, if we would have had started with day one to say Rico Dowdle is our starting running back. This man would have 1,000 yards by now. So let's just keep our fingers crossed and hope that they will now address Rico Dowdle as your starting running back. Now, I say this also: the way he's running the ball and the way he's performing, make him your running back starting next year. Make him your running back. But again, the words are 269. 269 for 1,000 yards for Rico Dowdle. So let's get behind Rico Dowdle and let's watch and see if he can't get this 1,000 yards. I mean, why not? Why not allow this kid to play? Allow this kid to push for the 1,000 yard mark. So congratulations to Rico Dowdle as he's making strides to reach the thousand yard mark. So big shout out to Rico Dowdle. So let's get on to this next topic. And this one here is a topic that was brought, and we want to say thank you to Todd Archer for reporting that, because that was definitely a great topic to discuss amongst other Cowboy fans. So yeah, Rico Dowdle's the guy. So this next article is from Athlon Sports. And here's the question. You guys tell me, what do you think? Should the Cowboys injuries save Mike McCarthy's job? Hey, I'm just the messenger. But let's talk about it. So in this article, for the most, it says for the most Dallas Cowboy fans, the thought of Mike McCarthy returning as head coach in 2025 is a nightmare. Not necessarily because the audience is anti Big Mike, but more because there is a view that this program, has run its course. But Mike McCarthy getting re-up for next year, the concept might not be as far-fetched as some think. Strap yourself in. Hmm. First, Cowboys legend Hall of Famer Troy Aikman recently endorsed McCarthy as a coach with a prediction that the lame duck coach will be getting an extension. Then we get to Jerry and Stephen Jones glowing comments about Big Mike. Also, we have Dak Prescott recent comments about McCarthy, and we have Bill Belichick choosing the tar over the star. And suddenly there are a lot of positive vibes around McCarthy. But we offer another reason, or some might argue, another excuse as why Mike McCarthy might stick around at the Star in 2025. And that's due to injuries. So it says, looking at Dallas injury list throughout the season, it has been a horror show since training camp with player after player going down. It isn't just role players who have been absent. It is Dallas All Pros and Pro Bowlers who have missed handful of games. So there you have it. This is the reason that this article is being reported because they feel that there is a possibility and there's reason to believe Mike McCarthy will stick around. And it's all due to injuries. Well, and that might play a major part in why our record is what it is. But let's really dig into the real reason um our record is like it is. And I understand the injuries, but I said last year, I said last year's schedule was not one of those tough schedules. Okay. We finished 12-5. But after seeing this schedule, I said this schedule was going to be a lot tougher. This schedule is going to be a lot more challenging for our Cowboys. And sure, that has been the case. So yes, injuries has played a part, but at the same time, it's football. And like they always say, next man up. Next man up. So that's why it's important for you as a team, as a coach, as a general manager. If one man goes down, the next man come up. And now I'm gonna say this here. We look at this offensive line. It's been makeshift all season. But personally, I think this makeshift line plays better than our starters. Some of my starters. You know, we got Brock Hoffman in the game. We can put TJ Bass in the game. You know, these two guys coming in and stepping in. We had Awesome Richards come in and step in and do some good things. So yeah, injuries play a part, but again, it was a schedule and it still was the coaching. And if we want to go back to 3-12-5 games, true. We made it to the postseason. But my question to you, what does those 3-12-5 games have to do with this year's season? They all seem to fail in big games. They all seem to fail when it comes to big games. Every big game we play, we lose. Every team we play that's over 500, we lose to it. Now, again, I'm not mainstream, but I'm telling you exactly where the problem lies. We're not consistent when it comes to 500 teams. We're not consistent. Last year, we actually beat five. Uh, we won five divisional games because all of them pretty much suck. We were 5 out of 6, so they gave us 5 wins off the BACK off the bat. But this season's been different. We had more 500 games, and we lost to every last one of the 500 teams. So, no, miss me with the injury situation that this could save Mike McCarthy's job. And again, I'm just on the outside looking in. But you think ticket sales are down this year? Run it back, Jerry, if you want to. Run it back if you want to and watch your ticket sale because there would not be any change. Because personally, this team, I think, is good enough to win more games. But when your offense is not consistent, it's not productive, regardless of who's the quarterback, we could say the same thing when Dak was in there. Dak wasn't winning games. Dak was not winning games when he was playing. He was losing as well. Same thing with Cooper Rush. So the problem stems with our play calling, okay? So just my opinion. But the question has been asked, should the Cowboys' injury save Mike McCarthy's job? So I would like to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? I mean, do you want to see Mike McCarthy come back? Or is it the best move? I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you my energy, my expectation was already down here this year. Can y'all see that? That's where my expectations were. And we probably got a little bit above it, but nothing to write home about. But if we run this back with the same coaching staff, let me show y'all where my expectations gonna be. See right here. Can y'all wait right down here? That's where my expectations gonna be. Sorry, just what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here and share some of that information with you. We're going to what we do have to look forward to is Rico Dowdle reaching this 1,000 yards. Give it up for Rico. 269, 269. He can get it. He can get it. But I want to see what happens on this Sunday if Mike McCarthy focus on trying to help him get this 1,000 yards. I'm telling you, this is going to tell again, telltale sign where Mike McCarthy thinking is. Because if I know if it's anything that we can do, if there's a record that we can help somebody with, let's focus on it. So let's see if Mike McCarthy focus on that. But anyway, I'm not going to hold you up. But y'all leave your comments down below and what you guys think about the situation with Mike McCarthy and the injuries, and then what do you think about Rico Dowdle? And should he be our starter for next year? Okay. So at this moment, guys, if you haven't had the chance to do it, please do me a favor, hit the like button. Make sure you also hit the notification bell and hit the subscription button, okay? Again, it costs you absolutely nothing. Again, thank you for everything you have done. My phone is ringing. It's my wife, so let me see what's going on. All right, deuces, y'all. Appreciate you.